In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on September 3rd, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Miami Marlins versus Washington Nationals. It's the last game of a 3-game set between a couple of National League East rivals, and it's all going down in D.C. The Miami Marlins are in town for a Wednesday afternoon clash with the Washington Nationals. Wrapping up the series, Washington managed to snag the opener on Monday, though they didn't exactly light it up with the bats. They'll now turn to Parker, who had a rough stretch in August. He didn't notch a single win and got lit up for a 10.21 earned run average, a 1.72 WHIP, and served up 9 home runs across just over 27 innings in 6 starts. On the other side, Perez didn't have his best stuff last time out against the Mets, but for the most part, he's held his own this season. The Marlins just took 3 of 4 from the Mets in New York before taking a hit on Monday. If you zoom in on their last 7 starts, the difference between these two pitchers gets even more obvious. Yuri Perez put up a 3-1 record with a 5.01 earned run average and a tight 1.11 WHIP in just over 32 innings. Parker, on the other hand, struggled mightily. He went 1-5 with a bloated 9 earned run average and a 1.7 WHIP across 33 innings. And it's not just the pitchers. These teams have been worlds apart lately in terms of offense. Miami's been humming along at 5.5 runs per game over their last 6, while Washington's barely been able to get on the board, averaging just 2 runs over their last 5. If you're lining these two teams up side by side, Miami is clearly the stronger club right now, and it's tough not to ride with Perez in the pitching matchup. As our first pick for this matchup, the Miami Marlins money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the numbers for the season, Miami's gone over the total in 68 of their 138 games, with 4 pushes. Heading into Tuesday's action, they're sitting middle of the pack in terms of scoring, tied for 17th in the league at 4.34 runs per game, but they've been better on the road, bumping that up to 4.87. Their games have seen an average total of 9.3 runs, and that number climbs even higher to 10.07 when they're the visiting team. As for Washington, they've also gone over the number in 68 of 137 games, with 9 pushes. Offensively, though, they're near the bottom, 25th in MLB with 4.18 runs a game, and even worse at home, where that figure drops to 3.88. Their average game total sits at 9.66 runs overall and 9.65 at home. Now, sure, only 2 runs crossed the plate in Monday's opener, and yes, Parker could get knocked around, but based on how things have looked lately, it's hard to count on Washington doing enough to push this over. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total, is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Detroit Tigers. It's the final game of an early week interleague matchup down in the Motor City, where the New York Mets are looking to finish off a 3-game set against the Detroit Tigers on a Wednesday night. Both teams are jockeying to lock down their playoff spots, and this one could be a key turning point. The Mets have already grabbed the first 2 games, winning 10-8 and 12-5. Their offense is firing on all cylinders, and they're lining up against Casey Mize, who's struggling. Yes, he made his first All-Star team back in July, but things have fallen off sharply since then. He had a rock-solid 2.85 earned run average through June, but July and August were rough. He posted a 6.32 earned run average in July, then a 5.81 in August. Now his season earned run average has risen to 3.95. Facing a hot Mets offense right now is a tall order for anyone. On the mound tonight, the Mets will rely on veteran righty Clay Holmes. He's been a rare source of consistency for them lately, held hitters to 2 or fewer earned runs in 6 of his last 7 starts, and 5 hits or fewer in 4 of his last 5. Meanwhile, Detroit is in a slump, dropping 7 of their last 9. The Mets are shaking off some troubles from last month, and all signs point to them completing the sweep. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. These teams really let it fly on Monday, combined for 18 runs. Still, I'm thinking tonight will be a different story, lower scoring, because both starters bring something to the table. Holmes has been steady, even on the road. Mees has struggled with consistency too, but after getting knocked around last time, I expect him to bounce back somewhat. Detroit's offense has sputtered in recent games, averaging just 3.8 runs over their last 5. The Mets' bats are usually reliable at this point, but an afternoon game following a night contest, especially against Mize, could dampen production. In their last 5 head-to-heads, the under has hit 3 times to 2. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Arizona Diamondbacks. We're wrapping up an interleague set in the Motor City this Wednesday afternoon as the Texas Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks face off in the finale. Both clubs are scrapping for playoff leverage, and this matchup holds big implications. Arizona's in a tough spot. They traded away longtime slugger Eugenio Suarez, just lost Lourdes Gurriel Jr. to a serious knee injury, and dropped the first game of this series on a pinch hit single by a .156 hitter. Deflated, tough to deny it, and even though Zach Gallen is their ace, he's only 10-13 with a 4.94 earned run average and a 1.3 WHIP. As our first pick for this matchup, the Texas Rangers money line is our full game side pick. On the mound for Texas tonight is Jack Leader. He's been a steady hand, 9-7, 3.77 earned run average, 1.31 WHIP over 24 starts. He's proven he can get it done in must-win situations, and the Rangers are eager to stay hot as they eye that final wild card slot. With Leader on the hill and a team desperate to climb, backing Texas feels smart. These teams went wild in Game 1, extra innings, over the total, fireworks everywhere, but I'm expecting something different tonight. Gallen was roughed up last time out, and Texas has been hitting well enough to strike again. Leader's shown he's capable of giving them innings. The Rangers have hit the over in 5 of their last 6 games, and I'm betting this one follows suit. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Orioles versus San Diego Padres. It's the third and deciding game of this interleague showdown, teeing off Wednesday afternoon in San Diego between the Baltimore Orioles and the Padres. Baltimore enters this finale riding high, snagged wins in both the opener and Game 2, outdueling San Diego 4-3 and then 6-2. The Orioles are trending upward in this series, pressing with urgency from the road. San Diego counters with Nestor Cortes, but he's been shaky with a 5.06 earned run average this season. Cade Povich gets the ball for Baltimore. He's 2-7 with a 5.04 earned run average. But the Orioles hitters have shown the ability to make an impact. This momentum and offensive confidence lean in their favor. As our first pick for this matchup, the Baltimore Orioles money line is our full game side pick. The first 2 games of the set were high-scoring, with comebacks, clutch hitting, and a combined total well over the line. Given both teams' recent offensive output and the way these two have traded punches, expect another fireworks show. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Pittsburgh Pirates versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The Pittsburgh Pirates are set to keep things rolling at home as they continue their series against the Los Angeles Dodgers at PNC Park. Pittsburgh picked up another win on Tuesday to open this series and kept their recent momentum alive. That victory marked their 9th win in their last 12 contests, which shows they've been putting together one of their better stretches of the season. The Pirates have generally been comfortable at home this year, putting up a solid 40-30 record in their own ballpark. On the flip side, the Dodgers have been shaky when traveling, coming in just under .500 with a 33-34 road record. While Los Angeles has hit a bit of a rough patch lately, they'll be turning to Shohei Ohtani for this matchup. Ohtani has been mostly reliable, giving up 1 earned run or fewer in 2 of his last 4 starts. The Pirates will counter with Graham Ashcraft, who's been locked in lately. He's allowed 1 earned run or less in each of his last 4 outings. Even with some bumps, the Dodgers have continued to flex their power, hitting long balls at a top-tier clip across the league. They've actually picked it up on the road during August. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh has been all over the place offensively, and their numbers at home haven't been all that impressive. They're near the bottom when it comes to strikeout rate, and their pitching staff has struggled to put hitters away, ranking in the lower tier for strikeouts. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Dodgers money line is our full game side pick. When it comes to putting runs on the board, both of these teams have shown they can leave the yard with regularity. They're capable of driving in runs when the opportunity is there, and each lineup has enough pop to punish mistakes. The Pirates' pitching has been hit or miss throughout the season, and their inability to rack up strikeouts consistently leaves them vulnerable to rallies. The Dodgers, on the other hand, have done some of their best offensive damage under the lights this year. Still, their bullpen has had issues, particularly with issuing free passes, walking batters at one of the highest rates in the majors. All signs point towards some scoring here. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.